Hey everybody, this is Jill McAndrew. I'm a one-star national marketing director out of Orlando, Florida. I first of all want to congratulate all of you on turning in your trackers. I'm super proud of each and every one of you for A, participating in this run, and B, for challenging yourself and staying on top of that accountability piece and handing it in. I truly believe that it's about progress, not perfection. So whether you filled out one thing on your tracker or you filled out more, you really have to pat yourself on your back because it really is, it's an accomplishment. And so on behalf of all of the national marketing directors, I really want to just say congratulations, and you will see ultimately you're going to learn from this run. You're going to learn a whole lot about yourself, your own personal activity, and really it's going to allow you to kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone, because you will see a pattern. If you're looking at your tracker now, you will see the areas you feel really comfortable with that you're able to master every week, and then areas that maybe you struggle in. And hopefully that throughout this run, it's going to allow you to strengthen those areas, because ultimately all of these pieces of the tracker are really meant to grow your business. It's a lot of A activity. And I'm hoping that what we're going to talk about now is going to kind of help bring it all together, that cohesiveness, allow you to learn how to plan your day, plan your month around your already crazy busy schedule, and maybe it'll help make your life with your tracker a little bit more cohesive. So let's just get right into it. I do want to preface what I'm training on today is something that I actually learned from somebody else who's in our company. She's a one-star national marketing director out of Canada. Her name is Lisa Tuvey. She has tremendous, incredible ideas, and this was one of her tips that she had shared that I had learned on. I tweaked it a little bit to fit my lifestyle, my schedule, and I've been training it down, and I'm just excited for all of you to get this and hopefully, like I said, start it, implement it, and I would love to hear the success you have with it. I've gotten a lot of great feedback, and I know personally for myself it's something I started using, and I will never go without doing this system, because now I can actually feel no anxiety over where I'm fitting in my activities. So I'm going to give you a peek at what my calendar looks like, so that way it will make sense as we talk through it. You'll just have that visual in your head. So this was last month for me. So you can see lots of colors, right? I'm a color person in any way. I love a calendar that kind of jumps out and I can see what I have going on. But real quickly, I'm going to just talk to you about what do these colors represent. I'll also show you my current month that I'm in, because I changed some things up just a little bit. But yellow, you'll see throughout here, your yellow is personal, and like personal things you have going on in your life. And then orange has to do with training, how you're actually growing in your business and the things that you're going to do to develop yourself. And then green are your money dates. So if your tracker is one of the trackers that actually has a section on it that's parties, RRPs, Facebook parties, Zoom in parties, PCCs, that's where we're going to pocket our money dates. So let's get to it, and I'll break it down for you. So as you're taking notes, because you're going to want to have pen and paper in hand, but basically let's start off. Yellow are your personal dates. And when you're going to schedule your month, you start off with a blank calendar. And I want you to put in anything personal to you. And that has to do with birthdays, any like anniversaries, times that you know you have to check out of your business, okay? You won't be doing Miriam during those times. It'll be things like maybe you have children's like sporting events you have to go to. I'll give you an example of some of mine that I etched out. We had soccer games, last end of school year celebration, my daughter's dance recital, Mother's Day, I etched out as personal. I wasn't going to be working then. And then Memorial Day weekend, I etched out time personally that I was dedicating to my family. What I love about this is it actually gives you the opportunity to really check out, because if you're anything like I am, it's very easy to get lost in Miriam, because with this type of business and this type of job that we have, you don't get to leave it. It's not like something that you turn on, turn off, you clock in, you clock out. You have to be very intentional about doing that. And with our phones, it's very easy to get lost in Facebook, in text messaging, in doing things and kind of removing yourself from the life that you have, your family, who are very important to you, and your why, part of your why. So I definitely want to make sure that everybody, when you're planning your month, you're really looking at yourself personally, the things that matter to you. So you etch them out, and you will not end up crossing your personal with your business, and then you end up like missing something very significant to you. So go ahead, etch out all of the yellow things. And what you do is you basically go in. I use a pencil when I write mine out, and I write soccer game and all those things that are personal. And then once you have all your personal dates written out, things that you have to check out and be present with your family over, you're going to highlight them with a highlighter yellow. And then you will see this calendar that has mostly white and these yellow dates plotted in. I am going to show you something that sometimes that will happen. You notice that there's a diagonal line. So sometimes during the month, these dates, I only are half the day are personal, and then I can open them up to either the orange or the green. So I share that because there are going to be moments like that in your calendar. So then you're going to go to orange. And what does orange mean? Well, it's basically you developing yourself. It's training events. So anything like regionals, market parties, you're going to do Miriam Muse during that time. So I will show you again. On mine, I was being very intentional last month because something personally for me that I wanted to put more emphasis on in my business that I had gotten away from were Miriam universities. And I really believe that they are incredible trainings that we get from all the leaders in our company. And without etching it into my week, into the month, it's very easy to say, I will get to it, but do you get to it if it's not planned in there? So I make sure that that is etched out. It's time that I will not overlap. And if Miriam You on Mondays doesn't work for you, then you have to choose the date that you're going to go in and listen to the recording, and then let that be your time. So I don't do any extra trainings during that time. I don't do anything personal. It is simply dedicated towards me just emphasizing on growing myself. Then other things like if I have calls, so I have a set call that I do Tuesday nights. And so that is etched out as orange. So if you have a team and you have a certain call that you do with your team, that again is something you're going to want to color out in orange. And then if you do anything else that you may have going on that, like I said, regionals, market parties in your area, you would etch those all out in orange. Now, the last one is your money dates. Money dates are your time that you're going to grow your paycheck, your weekly paycheck, your monthly paycheck. So, for example, when you're done, you have all your yellow, your personal, you have all your orange, which is your growing, your developing, your training, and then you have green, or you have all white, okay? When you look down, there's going to be a lot of white areas. Those are your opportunities to get money, basically, in a nutshell. So things like sit downs are things that you could plan in those money dates. Parties, those RRPs, Zoom parties, Facebook parties, PCCs, which I'll talk about in a second because you definitely want to get those into your calendar this month. But those are your open times to grow. Now, I also include, if you have a team, this is something personally that I chose to do during my green dates, or those are times that I could call in and be an expert at a party for someone on my team. So that way, I've etched that out. I know it's available. And if I don't have something personally for myself, like a PCC that I'm doing for my customers or an RRP that I'm doing, then that is my opportunity to step in and be able to be there for my team. So again, you're not writing anything in. All you're doing are taking those white dates that you see on your calendar now, and you highlight those green. And that way you have a very clear visual of when you can personally grow your business. And what I love about this is it's so easy to, think, okay, I don't have any time. Like I hear that often. I don't think I have any time to have a party, or I don't have any time to, do a sit down with somebody. But we really do. It's just that we don't take the time out to really figure out what time do we have. And it ends up, we actually have a lot of extra time on our hands. It's just, if we don't plan it, then we don't utilize it. So what do we do with these money dates, right? Like okay, we have these money dates, we have these green slots on our calendar, but now what do we do? Basically, you're going to take an index card and you're going to write out all the dates that you do have available for you to grow your business, those money dates. So what I do is write on your index card, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just use abbreviations. So you're going to put those down. And then you're going to look at your calendar, because now it's all color coded and filled in. And you're going to go to Mondays and you're going to look straight down and see on Mondays, where do I have green? Okay, here's a green. Here's green. I have 2 morning slots that I can do availability to grow my business. And so I would write down those 2 dates. So for example, on here, it was the 14th and the 21st were Mondays. I wrote them under the Monday slot and I put AM next to them. So those were opportunities for me. Then Tuesday, do the same exact thing. Look here and see, where do you have green? Are they AM or PM? If they're full day, then you don't have to classify. You just put the number down. And the whole purpose of doing this on one index card is so you don't have to like grab your calendar, your planner all the time. You have your index card, you pull it out and you know what dates you have available. Now, something I implemented this month is, as I go through and the day passes, I cross it off. Or if I get scheduled and I have something booked, I just cross it off. So now I can see what availability I have left in the month without having to go to my actual monthly calendar. So it's just a quick glance at to be able to reflect on what you have left in your availability. So what you're going to find as you do this is that you really are only available certain pockets of the week. So you'll see maybe you end up growing your business mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or you have availability more on Mondays and Fridays. So it's going to depend on your personal life, your personal schedule, your other obligations that you have going on. Everybody's is going to be different. So here, I'll give you a quick glance right now of this month so you can see the difference between the calendars. I switched my colors on this one, so I don't mean to confuse you, but I actually switched the orange to pink. So pink represents, again, my training things that I'm doing this month. So again, you can see I do have an awful lot of yellow personal dates, but it is summertime and my children are out of school and we're traveling a lot. So there are pockets of time, but I'm actually will be doing things during here. It's just mostly I have them etched out as personal. Again, there's a lot of green in here. There's a lot of opportunities for me to grow my business. And I already have things penciled in. You can't see them on here, but they are actually penciled in. Then you can actually see the pink representing dates that I'm etched out for regionals, market parties, trainings, things like that. So that's just to give you an idea, like I said, a quick glimpse at kind of what I have going on. Now, what do I do with this index card? How do I plan it out? Well, I'm just going to give you a quick tip on 2 ways that you can fill in your money dates. Number 1 is everybody should be launching their business again with Age IQ, doing a relaunch. So look at your money dates, figure out which date you want to choose, and invite everyone over again. Even if you've invited them, previously, it's a brand new product, so it's a brand new relaunch. You have to be excited and invite people over. So etch that into this calendar because you don't want to miss the opportunity to do that. And the beauty is next month in July, you can relaunch again because there's going to be more new products that are coming out. So you'll be able to put in a money date for that as well. Your customers, your family, your friends, if they see you're excited, just invite them over and say, I want you to check out this brand new product that was just launched, and be my guinea pig, test it out, see what you like about it. It's not about getting people to, you're asking them to buy something right there. It's really about just sharing and letting them give you feedback on what that product is and letting them experience it for themselves. And it may or may not be for them, but it definitely, if you keep it fun, you keep it exciting, it's easy to get those people to come into your home. So that's one of the things that you want to put in your money dates now. Like, do that immediately for June. Don't let June close without doing an Age IQ launch. You can, like I said, invite those current customers, past customers, samplers, neighbors, friends. Get them into your home. The next thing is book yourself a PCC. This is like really a no-brainer. You don't have to do anything. If you have an upline, SD, ED, RMD, NMD, reach out and just say, I want to schedule a PCC, personal conference call that you get to do with your customer base. Like I said, I typically will invite current customers, even past customers. I will invite samplers and any like Class A prospects that you have. Invite them onto those calls, and you don't have to do anything. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of a PCC, but definitely ask your upline. If it's something that you would like to do and schedule, they can tell you more about what it is, but you don't have to do anything. You're just sitting back and letting the expert come in and basically talk about our products, talk about a little bit about the opportunity, but it's a great time to share Age IQ in that PCC, again, with all the people that have purchased or before or current with you. So those are two opportunities that you can fill your money dates. An Age IQ launch and a PCC. Then you can book parties from parties or ask your customers if they would be willing to host a fun little get-together, a spa event, a girls' night out for you. So get those into your planner, and then hopefully you can get them on your tracker for the next tracker when you turn it in, and fill in that section on there, because ultimately we do know that parties, events like that, they just work. You're getting around a larger group of people, you're sharing your excitement, and truthfully, I could type this all up, everything that I went over with you right now, but would it come across with the same kind of enthusiasm, the same kind of passion, excitement that it does sitting here with you and you looking, at me on the screen? It's just different, face to face. It will always beat a text message, right? No matter how many emojis we put in there, still face-to-face contact and hearing someone's voice and passion and excitement wins. So that's it in a nutshell. One last thing that I do want to share with you about your money dates. There is a new concept about pop-up parties. Our pop-up shops, I'm sorry. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it is the new trend. People who own shops around town are now shutting down those shops because people aren't going to them. They're not making and bringing in as much money because people can go on the internet and they can buy things all the time now. So instead of people, opening up a shop locally, what they're doing is shutting down those shops, and they are popping up places and sharing their favorite products that they maybe sold once before. And so the concept is for Nerium is to do a pop-up shop for yourself. So instead of you having to have people come to you, you can pop up somewhere and share. It's similar to that, like the idea of a market party, but without calling it a market party. It's just a pop-up shop. Come check out the new products of Nerium. You pop up where the party is and share a little bit about, our products, our opportunities. So it's just another twist on words, but like I said, it is the new trend and something to try out. And, it might entail another training than this, but start using that concept for your verbiage, and start planning some pop-up parties at restaurants and things, and then invite your samplers. That's a great way to do. Like, if you have a team and you etch out places that you can host parties and you get them in there like every week, and you call it a pop-up shop. We're having a pop-up shop this week on Tuesday night at this Mexican restaurant. Come on, stop by and check out the new product that we have. It's great. And if you have some product on hand, you could even have the person leave with that product. You're still placing the order, have it shipped to you, but at least they get to leave with a product in hand. They're still ordering as a PC, and then you just have that reship back to you. So just a couple tips. Hopefully it helps. I hope tonight or today actually kind of clarifies how you're going to go about planning your month and letting Miriam work in and around your life, because that's really what this is about. And it's just helped me tremendously, because I would sometimes just get lost in Miriam mode and forget about pocketing in and time with my children and time with my husband and those things that really matter. And we do this because it's supposed to allow us to be able to have that luxury, right? And so I hope this works for you. And thanks for listening, guys. Good luck this week on your tracker. And like I said, look at it as just growing personally. Don't compare yourself to anybody but yourself. And just look at your tracker. And if you do one extra thing this week, then you are absolutely 100% winning. So thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day.